How's it going, everyone? It is Andre Williams, and over here we talk stocks and we focus on one thing. Always protect your profits. I also got to put in the disclaimer. I'm not a financial advisor and this isn't financial advice. So just know when you do invest, you're doing it at your own risk. So today we're going to be talking about Draftkings. You guys know I've been talking about this stock for quite some time, and it's also one of my high conviction plays. I was telling you guys, hey, when it was in that mid 40 area, $43, $44, you want to consider taking a position. And look, here we are right now. But anyways, let's go over the agenda. If you're new to this channel, I just want to let you know we have timestamps down below in the description. But if you are a shareholder or you're considering to take a position, I suggest you watch this full entire video. So the first thing we're going to be going over is the recent press release that came out today. I think this was a great move from Draftkings, and it will help, especially when sports betting is legalized in more states. And we'll be getting into that again when we go over it. And then secondly, we're going to be doing a technical analysis, taking a look at the price action. For anyone who was unable to get into Draftkings when it was in that 43, going in that low 40 area, hey, you're looking out to see what is the best price I can get this stock at due to the fact that it ran up. Well, you know what? Since this is a growth stock, it's due to pull back, and these are the areas I'm going to be covering that you need to look out for. And then when that is done, I'll be giving you guys my final thoughts. So let's get into it. So Draftkings commits to have a game plan, bet responsibly public service campaign spearheaded by the American Gaming Association. Responsible Gaming Education Initiative's first network-wide retail sportsbook rollout. DraftKings today announced the company will collaborate with the AGA to promote the AGA's Have a Game Plan, Bet Responsibly public service campaign. DraftKings has committed to apply the campaign to many of the company's own channels, including at DraftKings retail gaming properties, to promote safer play. This collaboration marks the first time in the industry that the Have a Game Plan campaign will be comprehensively rolled out across a national retail sportsbook footprint. The campaign will appear in all 10 DraftKings retail sportsbooks across the country. We are excited to join forces with the American Gaming Association to promote the forward-thinking public service campaign, Have a Game Plan, said Christine Thurman, DraftKings Director of Responsible Gaming. Customer safety is paramount, and we are confident that implementing Have a Game Plan alongside our own responsible gaming messaging and tools will enable us to increase customer exposure to responsible gaming practices and ultimately foster safer play. Through Have a Game Plan, the AGA and its partners educate consumers on the basics of responsible sports betting while increasing awareness of problem gambling. DraftKings will roll out campaign signage, including physical and electronic posters, as its retail properties, with the goal of teaching patrons about the signs of problem gambling and behaviors and practices that align with the responsible sports betting. DraftKings operates retail sportsbook in Colorado, Illinois, Iowa, Mississippi, New Jersey, New Hampshire, and New York. Responsibility is a fundamental priority for the American gaming industry, said Casey Clark, AGA Senior Vice President of Strategic Communications. With more than 100 million American adults now able to legally bet on sports nationwide, it is critical to educate consumers about how to safely and responsibly bet on the sports they love. And bringing the Have a Game Plan campaign to DraftKings' extensive network of sportsbooks and customers is a great way to do just that. We are thankful for the significant commitment to keeping bettors safe and educated about responsible gaming. Outside of the retail sportsbook, DraftKings will incorporate Have a Game Plan into its own channels, including digital marketing and social media, alongside its existing responsible gaming framework. It's more fun when it's for fun. The company uses these channels to inculcate responsible gaming behaviors in customers, including upon their first deposit into the mobile sportsbook and regularly thereafter. In addition to Have a Game Plan campaign, DraftKings will use its more fun when it's for fun to promote responsible betting through social media, with ongoing content released from the DraftKings Sportsbook account to highlight player protection information and tools. DraftKings' responsible gaming mission is to mitigate harm and protect vulnerable populations using groundbreaking technology, providing training and resources for employees and consumers, and by supporting evidence-based research. DraftKings and the AGA are contributors to the International Center for Responsible Gaming's fund to support research on sports wagering. DraftKings tailors its products across sports wagering and iGaming to provide customers with responsible gaming tools, resources, and services they need to play responsibly. These practices include limit selling, cooling off periods, and self-exclusion. Have a Game Plan has wide support throughout the sports betting ecosystem. DraftKings joined several of its sports league collaborators which have already joined the initiative, including the UFC, NASCAR, and the PGA Tour. So this is definitely some great news coming out from DraftKings. We know that we want to look forward to seeing more states legalizing sports betting, right? So if they're able to actually show that, hey, we're taking an initiative to make sure that it is done the right way and responsibly, then more states might be saying, hey, you know what? Yeah, I like this direction. This is a good idea, and then want to accept actually having DraftKings Sportsbook in their states. And by them doing this and by this catching fire, then DraftKings can benefit from this, and we can see some more moves in the overall stock. So we're going to be doing a technical analysis for DraftKings. So let's see how it performed on the day. So it ended up closing at $53.62, being down 1.58% on the day. On the low, it tested $52.78. Then on the high, testing $54.68. So you guys know already, DraftKings are one of my high conviction plays. When we were talking about adding, when it was in this mid 40 area, I was saying this is a great opportunity. And of course, we made a strong run up, hitting this resistance area here, right here around $56. But all things considered, we see that it's starting to pull back, and this is expected, especially in growth stocks and also other stocks in general, but we have more volatility in growth stocks overall. So right now, what I would be looking at as far as if you're getting into a new position and using a dollar cost averaging approach, I'd be looking at the 200-day right here around $52.58. What we'd want to look for as far as for a bullish move would to see it bounce off this 200-day. But if it doesn't, then if it continues to fall, then I'll be looking forward to see some strength above the 21-day EMA right here at 51. And if it goes below 51, I definitely do see an opportunity where I'll be adding to my position. And if it goes down even lower, you guys even know what I'm going to be doing. But just to kind of let you know and give you an update, yes, it's been red now. It has been having a lot of selling pressure. So be prepared for those pullbacks when they do occur. Could this reverse? Most definitely. But for now, this is more so a discount for anyone who's looking at getting into DraftKings. And if you believe in DraftKings like I do, and you believe in the long-term prospects of this stock 1 year from now, 2 years from now, 5 years from now, there's definitely a lot of upside here. And I can definitely see within 1 year getting back to all-time highs. You can see right here around just under $75. So this getting back to this area and within 1 year, I think can easily be done by DraftKings. So even that's what I was saying before. If you want to add even right now, that is fine. Don't go in with a full position, of course. Take advantage of those dips, but you are still setting yourself up for a lot of upside on your investment. So for my final thoughts on DraftKings, like I was saying previously, these are one of my high conviction plays. I do believe in this company. 1 year from now, 2 years from now, 3 years from now, 4 years from now, 5 years from now, this stock is definitely going to be showing a lot of moves to the upside. It has a current 52-week high around that 70 range, but I'm calling it right now. Within 1 year, it's going to surpass that. 2-3 years from now, this is easily going to be a $100 stock. So as far as taking a look at where the price is right now, and you're willing to hold it for a year or two, then you're definitely going to be able to make some serious cash on this play. But another thing to understand, if you have short-term goals, maybe you might only want to hold it for a year and you want to make sure you maximize your profits, then look out for pullbacks. At the end of the day, this is a growth stock and it comes with volatility. You're going to see a lot of ups and downs. But for the most part, DraftKings is a great play as far as when it comes to the sports betting space. And I talk about diversity and why it's very important. And I also talk about why it's key to choose the market leaders in certain industries. And the fact that DraftKings is one of them, this is why I can always bring this play up on the channel. As far as this strategic move in regards to betting responsibly, this is very smart. A lot of states don't want to adopt it because, again, there's a lot of conflict there, right? So the fact that they're saying, hey, you know what? we're going to take this initiative and we want to make sure that anyone who's going to be using our platform and so forth, they're going to be doing it responsibly in the right manner, because we know gambling can be addictive. And the fact that they're addressing this issue and spreading awareness and saying, hey, we're going to put these particular measures in place to make sure that this does not become an issue, especially when you're using the DraftKings platform. This bodes very well. It's showing responsibility. So this is only going to be trickling down as far as other parts in the industry. But the best part about it is DraftKings is really setting itself up as the market leader, and that's exactly what we're looking for. Plus, on top of that, if you guys don't know already, I know Kathy Woods from ARK Invest, she's been loading up on a lot of DraftKings as well. Of course, we don't just go off strictly her recommendations, but we look at other factors, and so far, it's been paying off very well for us. Hope you guys enjoyed this video, and we'll be talking real soon.